Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different and do a little bit of a Q&A. So because I don't have a huge following, I didn't ask on my Instagram or anything, I've literally found a womenshealthmag.com article about 250 not boring questions to ask someone to get to know them better. So I've scrolled down and I thought I'd answer some of these questions whilst having a cider because I'm in England. Strongbow is my favourite cider. So I thought I'd drink this, maybe have some crisps. I don't know if that's rude to eat on a video. A bit of a mukbang, I guess. Oh, a bit of a not get ready with me. A bit of like a Q&A so you can get to know me more whilst I answer some questions and drink a cider. So, question number one. What's your favourite way to spend a day off? Drinking cider? No, it's not at all. I really don't drink that often. I know that's not the question, but I drink maybe one cider a month, like literally. I don't drink that much. I don't drink that often. I'm not a big drinker. But the actual question was, what's your favourite way to spend a day off? So I would say probably exploring somewhere, going on a bit of a day trip somewhere. If it's somewhere, I mean, I don't have a typical job, so like a typical 9 to 5. So therefore I don't really have days off. I can kind of plan my work around my days. So I don't really have a day off in, the same as everybody else has a day off, but it will probably be to explore, go somewhere new, go out for lunch, walk around, take some photographs, probably vlog it for my YouTube channel, maybe go somewhere for a cocktail, something like that, super chill and pretty easy. Cheers. Oh, drink responsibly, by the way. Delicious. Number 2, what type of music are you into? So I'm super into 90s, 2000s music. I love me a bit of like Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, Oasis, Beyonce, Destiny's Child. I don't know, just like old, like 90s and 2000s was like my jam. That's my favourite era of music because it was all like happy pop stuff and fun. Things like, I was listening to the other day, the radio in the car, and it was, if you want to go and get a ride with me, oh, hey, must be the money, that one. Or like Ja Rule and Ashanti and Eminem, like all those like 90s and 2000s is like my era, so anything from then, absolutely love it. That's my music. Number 3, what was the best vacation you ever took and why? I have to say my honeymoon with my husband Jeremy. We went to Indonesia for 3 or 4 weeks. I can't remember how long it was now, maybe 3 or 4 weeks in 2016. We went to quite a few different places. So Indonesia is an archipelago. I can never say that word. Archipelago? Archipelago. Archipelago. I really can't say that word. It's not even the side. I've had literally a sip. I really can't say that word, but it's one of those. And we went to Komodo and saw the Komodo dragons, went scuba diving and swam with manta rays, which are huge fucking rays in the ocean. It was awesome. Swam with turtles and sharks. We also climbed 2 volcanoes. We went, one of them was erupting like kind of as we were there, which was insane. We also went and saw orangutans in the wild in Borneo. We went to Bali, we went to all these different places. It was so incredible, such an amazing like wow trip. And it was our honeymoon, so it was expensive. We were kind of like, we're gonna, a honeymoon is something hopefully you only ever do once. So we kind of went all out, splashed the cash and bloody loved it. It was amazing. So where's the next place on your travel bucket list and why? Peru, because if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I was recently in Peru. We were going to travel around South America for 9 months. We ended up spending 7 weeks in Peru. My dad got ill, so we came home. So my next on my bucket list is to go back to Peru and continue. So we'd made our way, we'd done Lima and a couple of the towns and made our way to Arequipa. So we still want to do Arequipa, Puno, and then Cusco. And then after that, we wanted to go to Bolivia and Argentina maybe and Chile. So that's kind of the next places on my bucket list. However, I want to say the top places on my bucket list are Japan, always wanted to go there, Morocco and India. They're like my top 3, can't wait to go to at some point in my life. What are your hobbies and how did you get into them? I would say traveling is my main hobby. I traveled as a kid and I just bloody love going to see new cultures, meeting new people, eating new foods, seeing new architectures, learning about new cultures. Like I just love the whole thing. Other hobbies include YouTube. What else? Photography. I really, really love photography. I did that professionally for a while. Now I'd say I'm more of like a travel photographer, taking pictures of like architecture and street photography, things like that. So photography is definitely one. I can't think of any of the hobbies. That's good, isn't it? Number 6, what was your favourite age growing up? This is an interesting one because I think probably the age when you don't realise about life. Like, high school was not brilliant for me, so 11 onwards, I didn't enjoy high school. So I would say probably around the age of like 9, 10, like I was into the Spice Girls probably by then. I don't remember exactly what year they came out, but I was probably into the Spice Girls. I had a good group of friends. I was happy, like, I kind of remembered that part of my childhood, you know, going for walks with my family and going down to London. And I think that probably period of my life, because I don't remember being quite young. And then, like I said, teenage years was not good for me. So probably, yeah, 9, 10, that sort of age. What was the last thing you read? One second. I'm currently reading a book called Meditation Made Easy. I've read the first chapter, so that I'm reading at the moment. Another book I'm reading at the moment is Eggs Unscrambled. I'm going to do a video talking about that very, very soon, probably on Wednesday. So I don't want to ruin that. I'm also audiobook listening to The Great Alone. I usually don't ever read. At the moment, I've got 3 on the go, so that's crazy. But the last full book I ever read, Where the Crawdads Sing. Where the Crawdads Sing. If you haven't read it, I really, really enjoyed it. I'm not a big reader, she says whilst reading 3 books. I'm not a big reader at all. But that one I really, really enjoyed, so I'd highly recommend that. Would you say you're more of an extrovert or introvert? I would say I'm an introvert, especially around new people. So with my family and my like good friends, I'm completely myself, 100% myself, and I'm confident and fine and funny, and I can be the centre of attention. Don't have to be, but I can be, and I don't freak out. Whereas with new people, I hate being the centre of attention. I'm scared to talk to people. I'm a lot better than I used to be. I think I'm talking from like previous me. I'm better at talking to new people, but I'm not like woohoo running around like talking to everybody. So I'd say I'm mostly probably introvert. I think I recharge from being on my own and like being in a quiet space on my own. That's kind of how I recharge rather than with like a big group of people. I find that exhausting. What's your favourite ice cream topping? Flake? Bit basic. What was the last TV show you binge watched? Probably Inventing Anna on Netflix. I actually quite liked it. I'd heard mixed reviews, but I actually quite liked it. I think the actress, I can't remember her name. I think she does a really good job, and I think it's interesting. I've watched a couple of her interviews and how she switches between the girl on Ozark and then Inventing Anna. I think she's brilliant. So that's probably the last one I binge watched. Oh, and also Celebrity X on the Beach. I'm binge watching kind of at the moment. I watch an episode every couple of days, so it's not really binge watching, but I am enjoying it. Are you into podcasts or do you only listen to music? This is an interesting one because I have a podcast with my husband called Just Interesting People, and we interview kind of normal everyday people who have interesting, fascinating lives or stories to tell or lessons to learn from. So for example, it might be a fitness coach. We've spoken to somebody who survived 9/11. We've spoken to people who have Tourette's syndrome or stuttering. We've spoken to people who were abused as children, people who've had fantastic childhoods, so many different people, hairstylists, photographers, travel influencers, painters, what else? We've just spoken to so many different people, and every time I learn something new or every time I feel inspired, and it is such a great podcast. And now saying that, I don't listen to podcasts at all. I kind of did a couple of years ago listen to a couple, but honestly, no, I'm not a podcast kind of person. And if I do, the only podcast I listen to is the Stephen Bartlett one, Diary of a CEO, and I watch that on YouTube. I'm more of a visual person, I like to watch people talking. So I watch that one. That's the only podcast I watch or listen to, apart from my own. So, by the way, I'll leave it linked. Go ahead and listen to it. It's really good. Number 12, do you have a favourite holiday? Why or why not? I thought it already asked us that. The best vacation. Favourite holiday? Oh, I guess it means like Christmas or birthday or Easter. Probably Easter because of all the chocolate, even though this year I'm gluten and dairy free, so I'll be having less chocolate and no Cadbury chocolate, which makes me very sad. Easter. I'm not big on Christmas. I know Christmas is like a huge thing for everyone. It's not, I don't know. I'm not big on Christmas. I love it. I do like it. I like it when I'm with family, but it also brings up sad emotions for me because I've had 4 infant losses or pregnancy losses, and Christmas is a time to be with family and to celebrate children and the magic of Christmas and Santa, and then not having the 4 children makes me sad. So that's one, yeah, well, I'm not a fan of Christmas anymore. I used to be, not these days. Next one, number 13. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Cadbury's chocolate. Do you like going to the movies or prefer watching at home? I prefer watching at home because snacks are always super expensive at the cinemas. It's always really loud and you can't just go in your jogging bottoms. You've kind of got to wear jeans or something. No, I prefer watching things at home. Number 15, what's your favourite sleeping position? Bit weird. I lay mostly on my tummy, well, kind of on my side with one like knee hitched right up to like my chin almost, if that makes any sense. And then the other leg is like pretty straight. What's your go-to guilty pleasure? Trash TV, like what is it? Celebrity X on the Beach or chocolate. Those two are like my go-to. One second. Number 17, in the summer, would you rather go to the beach or go camping? Go to the beach, 100%. Not a big camper. What's your favourite quote from a TV show, movie or book? I'm not really a quotes kind of person. Oh, I do like in Bridget Jones, come the fuck on, Bridget, that bit. And also Notting Hill, there's a few quotes in Notting Hill I like. I can't think of any right now. I don't know, there's a few in Notting Hill that I think are brilliant. Like when they come on, I'm like, oh, I love it. I've not watched it in a while though, I need to watch that probably. Number 19, how old were you when you had your first celebrity crush and who was it? Peter Andre, Mysterious Girl, I think was one of my first celebrity crushes. And then the other one was Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. So whatever year they were and however old I was born, excuse me, cider makes me burpy, makes me gassy. I was born in 1988, so whatever year they are and however old I was, that's how old I was. Those two are my like, and then a little bit later was Justin Timberlake and his dancing. I thought he was really sexy. What's one thing that can instantly make your day better? Looking at pictures of puppies, especially baby dachshunds, like dachshunds, whatever you call them, sausage dogs. I really want one that's like what's the word called? Where it's like a couple of different colours. I really want one like that. So I'll pop a picture on screen so you can see what I mean. 20, I think I'll do 30 questions. So 21, do you have any pet peeves? Not really. I don't mind people swearing and farting and burping. Being rude, I think, is one that I can't deal with. 22, which meal is your favourite? Breakfast, lunch or dinner? I love a good breakfast because you can have like Nutella on toast. You could have something like yogurt and fruit and granola and almond butter. You could have waffles or pancakes. I really enjoy sweet food. So sweet food from a breakfast is like a done deal. But also you can have like eggs and avocado on toast, which I really enjoy. So breakfast is probably my favourite food, my favourite meal. 23, what song always gets you out on the dance floor? Well, I'm old now, 33, and I don't go out on the dance floor very often. But when I do, anything from the 90s and 2000s, like I said, any kind of Beyonce or Spice Girls or anything like that, I'd be on the floor. On the dance floor dancing, not on the floor like. 24, when you were a kid, did you eat the crusts on your sandwiches or not? Such a random question. I think so. I think I enjoy the crust. Especially if you get a nice bread. I love the top of the bread where it's like crispy. So yeah, I probably did. 25, what activity instantly calms you? Meditation, yoga, paddleboarding. Paddleboarding for sure is one. That was in Miami. If I was stressed or if I was having a grumpy day, whatever it was, period day, didn't want to do anything, feeling unmotivated, if we got out on the paddleboard, I'd have my phone with me, but I'd pretty much always just have it in the pocket in the front, and I'd just be able to sit on the water at sunset with Jeremy and just be chill. That would be like that really does calm me down. Number 26, ideally, how would you spend your birthday? It's interesting because my birthday is literally in a couple of days. Ideally, with all of my family, somewhere warm, on a beach, nice food, bit of music, everybody just relaxing. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. Only because my grandma's like 91, I don't think she's ever going anywhere again. And I also at the moment I can't afford to take everybody away on holiday for my birthday just to chill on a beach. But that would be lovely. I think Jeremy's taking me away though this year for my birthday. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing, but he's planned a surprise. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for those vlogs. Number 27, what do you do on your commute to and from work? Well, this is my work, YouTube. So what do? I get myself a cider. No, I don't think that question is really relevant, so I'll ask the next one after that. So, are you a fan of musicals? Why or why not? Not really. I'm not a fan of singing and dancing in films. I prefer, I love Notting Hill, Bridget Jones's Diary, anything where it's like a real story and you can actually connect to the characters and it's a real, I'm not into fantasy, I'm not into Harry Potter, dragons, wizards, anything like that. And also, I'm not a fan of music in films. Well, music in films I am, but not musicals. I'm not into Disney and things like that either, really. I like Finding Nemo, and there's probably a couple of others, but I'm not really into animation, singing, all that. No, not really. 29, what's your favourite season and why? Summer, 100%. I hate being cold. I love being warm, by the beach, on a boat somewhere, whatever it is, I love being warm. So anywhere warm, it doesn't have to be summer, but if you're in England, I would say summer. Number 30, what's the best joke you've ever heard? Oh, I'm rubbish at remembering jokes. Okay, I'm going to have to skip that one. So I'm going to answer 2 more because I've skipped 2 questions so far. So what's the phone app you use the most? Instagram. Not great, is it, to say that, but probably is Instagram. I enjoy scrolling, so my personal account has a lot of photographers and things like that, inspirational people that I follow, so I do enjoy scrolling. I've got about 5, probably even more than that actually, accounts on my Instagram, so I have different ones for different reasons. So I do spend a lot of time on Instagram, which is pretty bad. Number 32, would you rather cook or order in? Well, I hate cooking, so for sure order in or have somebody else cook. I don't enjoy cooking at all. It stresses me out. Let's answer a couple more. Have you ever disliked something and then changed your mind? Yes. Salami. I used to not like it. A couple of years ago, I went through a phase where I was eating every day, a packet a day. I was obsessed with it. And then I tried some the other day and I was like, ugh, gross. I don't know why I had this, I wasn't pregnant at the time, but I just loved salami for a period of time. What's your favourite board game? I really enjoyed, what's it called? So I like the train game, Ticket to Ride I think it's called. I like Risk, I like Monopoly, and the one where you gather things, you have to collect hay and things like that. Catan, I like that game as well. So I've got 4 kind of favourites. How do you take your coffee? I don't drink coffee, so none. What's your most prized possession and why? I would say my rings. So these are I don't know if that's a prized possession or my most precious possession, my rings. So I have a ring that my mum and dad bought me with 2 diamonds and a sapphire in the middle. I have a ring that my grandma gave me, which is gold, with 3 diamonds and 2 sapphires. I then have my engagement ring and my wedding ring with diamonds. So these are I've worn them every day forever since I got them. And I love them. I would never take them off. I would never give them to a robber if he asked for them. They're not going anywhere. I just love them too much. Is there any product that you couldn't live without? Product? Does it mean a beauty product? Toothpaste? I'm not big into beauty stuff. Do you sleep with a top sheet? Why or why not? No, I sleep with a duvet, a big quilt thing. If you could have any exotic animal as a pet, which would it be? I don't think I would. I think they should be out in the wild. Monkeys and lions, and no, they should be out in the wild. I wouldn't have one. What would be the first thing you'd do if you won the lottery? I would buy myself several properties, probably one in Europe and then one somewhere I've never been to Thailand, but somewhere like Thailand, somewhere warm and exotic and beautiful where I could go there for winter and then come to Europe for summer. Probably that, and also help my parents out with their house and my brothers, my husband's parents, things like that. Spread the money out a little bit, make sure everyone's happy. I know, a couple more. What's your favourite way to unwind? Watching trash TV or watching a film or sitting in the hot tub. I love going to a spa. I do it every 5 years, but a good spa day really sorts me out. How do you enjoy spending your alone time? I wish I could say doing yoga and meditation and journaling and reading. Reading is probably one of them at the moment, but otherwise, watching trash TV, watching films, going for a walk, but not necessarily on my own. I prefer to do that with Jeremy. Yeah, I'm not very good at self-care and alone time. I don't do it very often. What's the best concert you've ever been to? Beyonce or So I've seen Beyonce twice, I think. I saw Oasis just before they broke up at Benicassim in Barcelona in Spain in 2009. That was incredible because I bloody love Oasis. Coldplay was insane. We saw Coldplay in the Stade de France in Paris. They were incredible. That's probably my top 3. Do you have a favourite type of exercise? Walking, I think, would be my favourite. I enjoy walking as long as it's not too steep, like uphill, like up mountains. But walking, generally, I really enjoy. Okay, a couple more, then I'm actually done. What causes are you passionate about? Oh, see, that's a tough one. I think abortion being legal is one of them, because I know that in America, a lot of states are trying to get abortion illegal. Having had an abortion and gone through the process, it should absolutely be legal. Like, of course it should be. It should be a woman's choice. So abortion being legal is definitely one of them. What's something you're excited about right now? My new exciting video that's going to be coming out on Friday, all about my brand new project, my new secret, and we're talking all about that in Friday's video, so make sure you subscribe and go and watch that. I'm really excited to get going with it. Number 47, what's your favourite content genre? So horror, sci-fi, rom-com, hate horror, hate sci-fi, rom-com all the way. A bit of romance and a bit of comedy, perfect. What's an essential part of your daily routine? I do not have a daily routine. I'm so bad at that. You might learn this in the next couple of videos, but I'm going to start taking care of myself and doing some self-care learning and then practicing. So maybe I'll have a better answer for that soon. What's the best gift you've ever received? Probably my rings. Again, I love them so much. My engagement ring was beautiful. I love it. And the other rings as well. My wedding ring I kind of bought for myself. I chose that one myself, but the other ones were all gifted to me and I love them. And then number 50, we'll stop there, is what's the worst gift you've ever received and what did you do about it? The worst gift? Oh, Jeremy once bought me clothes when we'd first got together and they were like, I'm sure they were fashionable in France at the time, but they were not at all my style. So being super English, I was like, oh, thank you so much, I love them, oh my God, they're amazing. And then just didn't wear them. And then he got annoyed and was like, oh, I've spent all this money and you didn't even wear them, which was really bad. I know it's really bad, but I mean, I just didn't want to wear them. I really didn't like them. So that's maybe a bit too honest, but that's the only answer that came up to my head. I don't think I've ever really received lots of gifts that I've not liked. Like, I'm generally quite an appreciative person and quite thankful for things. So that's probably the only time I can think of where I didn't like the present. I still said thank you and I was really, grateful. I just didn't wear the clothes. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and finish my pint. I think Jeremy's watching some football, so I'm going to watch some crappy TV on my computer, probably some Celebrity Love Island. No, not Love Island, Celebrity X on the Beach. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more in this video. I don't think I've done one of these for about a year or two now, so yeah, I thought it'd be fun to kind of check back in and answer a couple more different questions for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe down below if you are new. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, anything you'd like to know about me, and I'll make sure I reply to you. I reply to all of my comments, so I'll try to. So yeah, I look forward to reading some of your questions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.